You've probably heard literally everyone talking about AI, and you've maybe even rolled your eyes. As a student, the last thing you want is to risk your coursework being flagged because it sounds like it was written by a computer program. And that's a valid concern. But this isn't about cheating. We're also not about to recommend outsourcing your entire degree to AI while you panic eat crisps and binge your comfort series again. This is about using Copilot properly to help you stay on top of your deadlines, actually understand your notes, get feedback without waiting 3 weeks, and even balance your life while you're living off boiled rice and a dream. So, let's get into it. Say you've just been given a group project. The brief makes no sense. Your tutor's only advice is to get started early, and you're already feeling overwhelmed. Instead of spiralling, head into Copilot and literally just paste the entire assignment brief or upload the document by using this plus icon. Then type something like, break this assignment down into week-by-week tasks with mini deadlines. Copilot will then spit out a plan like week 1, familiarise yourself with the topic, week 2, gather sources and start lit review, week 3, analyse your data, and so on. It'll give you just enough structure so you feel like you've got a plan together and know where to go from here. You can then go even further and ask Copilot to give you 3 approaches to this topic that would impress a lecturer. It'll give you some new angles that maybe you didn't think of that could take your work to the next level. Now let's talk about those notes that you took in lecture. You know, the ones that you probably don't even remember writing weeks ago and now you're struggling to make sense of. Open up Copilot, paste in your notes or upload them, and type simplify this and turn it into questions for flashcards, which I can use for revision. It then gives you well-formatted questions and is the kind of thing that makes revision feel doable instead of just dreadful. If you're feeling really brave, ask Copilot to write you some difficult quiz questions and then ask it to start quizzing you live. And finally, get it to summarise all the revision you've just done into easy-to-read one-liners. Okay, so you've written a draft of your essay and now you're stuck staring at it like, is this actually any good? Why not paste it into Copilot and ask it to review your work as if you're a university lecturer marking second year coursework? It will then analyse your full essay, breaking it down into strengths and areas for improvement. It'll even give you a grade estimate. You can then go one step further and ask Copilot, how would I rewrite my intro to make it a first? And it will give you top tips and even give you an example of how to write it. It's fast, it's objective, and it doesn't just say, yeah, that's fine, just to spare your feelings. Let's move outside the academic bubble for a sec, because Copilot's actually amazing for life admin too. Say you're broke, same, and you want to budget. Type help me build a student-friendly budget, and then give it a brief summary of what your income is and your guaranteed spending, like rent and travel. Copilot will break it down, label your categories, suggest spending caps, and might even drop budgeting tips like cutting your spending by meal prepping. Speaking of food, you can say, give me 5 meals using rice, eggs, frozen veg, and literally nothing fancy. It'll whip up things you can cook in one pan while watching your favourite content. Think stir fries, egg fried rice, basic frittata, all that good stuff. And if you just need a little structure, ask Copilot to build you a weekly schedule with study blocks, workouts, and downtime. It'll then lay out something gentle like 10 a.m. study, 2 p.m. walk, 6 p.m. revision, and it'll give you space for YouTube spirals and actual sleep. Let's wrap up with a few quick-fire underrated gems. First, perfecting your prompt. If you just say summarise this text, then Copilot will do fine. But if you say summarise this for a second-year neuroscience student prepping for exams, then the response gets instantly sharper and way more tailored to your actual level. Context is everything. Second, voice mode. If you prefer having a phone call to texting, you may prefer to talk to Copilot and have it respond just like a real conversation. So when your brain is mush and your hands are full of snack crumbs, you can just speak your chaos out loud by pressing the microphone icon in the chat box. Third, group work. Say your team chat is 98% memes and 2% panic, take a breather and ask Copilot something like, help us build a shared timeline for our group presentation. And you can even then get it to assign everyone in the group a role. Copilot then becomes your chaotic group's unofficial project manager. And finally, get some reading help. Say you're trying to make sense of a dense academic paper, but your brain has checked out halfway through the abstract. Paste the whole thing and type, "Give me a 10-point summary with 2 discussion questions for seminar." Now you're the one showing up prepped, while everyone else is still trying to figure out what supramolecular polymer means. So yeah, Copilot's not here to write your essay or blag your degree, but it is here to help you feel a little bit more in control and a lot less lost. Whether you're planning projects, revising smarter, making edible meals from your tragic food cupboard, or just figuring out how to budget for nights out and textbooks, AI done right can really help you not sweat the small stuff. And the best part? Copilot is totally free. You can use it right now on your PC or download the app on your mobile phone. So give it a go. Try one of the tips I've mentioned or just open it up and type whatever chaos is going on in your brain. Thankfully, Copilot doesn't judge. If this video helped just even a little bit, drop us a like, catch up on other videos for more genuinely useful student hacks like this one right here, and maybe even share it with your friend who's currently drowning in deadlines and existential dread. See you on the next one though. Bye for now.